little fish room, and today I want to talk about the paradise fish. These fish are a very beautiful option for your tanks. They are very playful. They are very playful with you. They're active and they just have some beautiful coloration. So let's talk about tank size first. So these fish get about 4 inches. They do like to swim around. So I'm going to say a 20 long is probably the smallest you want to go. You do have room to play because mostly what you want is just the size of the tank. So for example, right here I have an 18-inch tub, but it's round enough that they have room to swim around. Here I have a 10-inch tub. I would say they also have plenty of room to swim around. And then once you start getting some plants in the tank so that they can weave, I think that you can do well as long as they have a nice footprint of space to swim. Water temperature. These guys can go everywhere from around 68 to 82. That's what Google says. Since these fish come from Taiwan, Vietnam, China, when I started Googling the average winter temperature and the average summer temperature in those locations, I concur that's pretty much right. You can go from the lower 60s to the higher 80s. That said, there's really no reason to go into the extremes. Mine are 67 degrees right now. It is cool water. That said, these fish are still active in cool water, and I think that's pretty cool. Along the lines of diddler fish, if you're going to go with cooler water, I would say maybe go with some white clouds. If you're going to go with the warmer water, I would say any smaller schooling fish. You don't want to go so small that it can fit in their mouth, but you don't want them to be the ones getting picked on. That said, these guys are, I want to say, semi-aggressive. They can make a little territory, and they will flare up and run things out of their territory. That said, with my white clouds, I have not seen any damage. And you don't want to put multiple of the same paradise fish in a tank. And the reason for that is because the males and the females will bicker amongst themselves. And I'm not saying run them out of their territory. They will lock jaws. So it's not a good long-term solution. So let's talk about sexing the fish. The males are the most colorful. I will show a video of a male. You can see that he has nice stripes, nice coloration. He has longer fins. Because of longer fins, he's going to get a little bigger than the female. And then I don't have any known females. I do have some. I think I have some, but I don't have any knowns. So I'm going to add this Wikipedia picture that shows a pair. And you can see the male is very bright, very colorful, nice long fins. And the female is pretty much silver. So if you're going to your local pet shop and trying to pick some up, because of supply and demand, you're going to mostly get males. If you want to get females to breed, you're probably going to have to special order fry. That's what I did. That said, for your average person that's not trying to breed, you're going to get males. They're going to look beautiful. Now, I said earlier, these fish are playful and inquisitive. So in the intro, that was when I put my GoPro in the water and all of them had to come check it out. I did the same thing to my older male. He wasn't like that. That said, if I put my hand in there to change up some decor or I put a test strip in to test my water parameters, he's always at the top checking them out. Back when he was in my 20 long, if I walked by, he was at the front of the glass, waving his little tail like a dog, coming up to the top of the water, looking for food. These fish, they'll be shy for a couple of days, but once they get to know you, they're going to become your favorite fish, and they're going to get names. That's all I have, and I definitely recommend these fish for your tank.